Yeah, everyone. This is Thermite, and this is Chapter 1s. Today we're going over Chapter 1 of Eyeshield 21, Jitsu Wa, Watashi Wa, also known in English as My Monster Secrets, and Vulgar Bingo. I was going to do a Yuri anthology called Eclair, but I looked it up, and apparently it's getting an official release really soon. So I figured, okay, well, let's do something else. Let's do 3 series that currently do, well, 2 of which don't have official releases, and 1 of which, My Monster Secrets, does have an official release, but they didn't put up Chapter 1 as like a sample online. So I guess it'll just be 3 scan lesions this time. Anyways, Eyeshield 21. Oh man, Murata's art style changed quite a bit, didn't it? Actually, yeah. I meant that as a joke because this is so like obviously Omake-esque and sketchy, but like this art does look quite different from what he does now. Not to say that's like better or worse. Like this isn't actually. That's the thing. It's not like he improved that much. Like, this is still really high quality. It's just, I don't know. Like, I don't want to say improved because this isn't bad. Like, it's a little saturated, but I assume that's just the scan. Like, it's more just, like, you can tell that, like, the way that he positions things is all still, like, there in things like One Punch Man and whatnot. Like, it's different, but I don't want to say it's gotten... Like, I don't want to say this is worse, even though, like, obviously, you grow as an artist over time. But just, like, I'm going to have to move off this page. Okay, so, yeah, like, again, this is very, like, normal manga-esque. And it does look really, really good. Like, I imagine he could draw something like this right now, and it would look very, I don't know, I guess it might be skewed from, like, reading too much One Punch Man. Because, obviously, this isn't the One Punch Man art style, but it's not supposed to be. Also, the man with the golden legs. I assume this is our MC? Well, we're getting a lot of color pages for Chapter 1, by the way. Like, my gosh. He got in. He did, in fact, not fail. What? Okay. That is a terrifying image. Go tell the news of your success to your parents. Oh, okay, so he did that just to get his phone number. What in the world? What the fuck? So are they... Okay, so it looks like they're just, like, sending a lot of fast food to his place. Okay, so it is just trolling. It is just absolute trolling. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I'm an idiot. Because he kept calling them. I thought he was trying to, like, deliver a bunch of food to his place as, like, a prank. But no, he did it just to get his address. Oh, okay, that's clever as fuck. What in the world? God damn it, what is this font? I usually, like, barely notice, like, bad fonts, but this isn't just a bad font. This is almost unreadable. What in the world? Yeah, fair enough, I guess. Like, when I first got my phone, I had, like, 1 number in it, and it bothered me for a bit until I realized, hey, wait a minute, I don't want to call in my friends right now anyways. Like, even after I got a bunch of people's phone numbers, I still, like, rarely ever call anyone, so not a big deal. His name is Hirama, and he's the most devilish human being. They say when you look into his eyes, you will be reduced to nothing but bones. Oh my gosh. What is this very fisted North Star looking guy? He looks a bit like Den, actually. No, not really. Oh. I really like the like the gag-like art here, but it looks really good. Hey boy, pay up the Jonken bet. Just tell us when you're gonna get it to us. Is he... Okay, so yeah, he's still being bullied. What in the world? Jesus Christ. Since kindergarten, it's been like 9 years, or like way longer. Because yeah, kindergarten's before grade 1. Jesus Christ. This boy, what is happening? Okay, so the American Football Club's gonna kick their asses, right? It's gotta happen. It's absolutely gotta happen. Wait, first, can it be if you guys want to join the club? My god. Okay, that's fantastic. I didn't have a lot of hope for this chestnut-looking guy, but okay, that was pretty fantastic. He's so oblivious. Oh no! Wait, what was the sound? Like, this sounds like it was supposed to be a, like, scream, perhaps? Okay, that's a fantastic way to introduce American football. Yeah, it looks real scary. It looks real scary, especially for someone like him who's like he's so small. Like based on the chapter title, I'm assuming that his strength is going to be just his speed rather than like, like the reason why he's so good is because he can't be stopped. Like you can't catch up to him. Also, I like that this isn't like unique to football, but I like the idea of any like series that has a big climax around Christmas. Like Super Sentai as of late, because of the way they've rescheduled it, tends to do that. Like some of them have it as a plot point, others just kind of have it as just like a thing that happens, due to the story beats. And I've always really liked that idea of there's this like super joyous occasion, but at the same time something really really intense happens near it. Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting that, but team manager would be also a very good fit for him. Oh god, okay, that's real scummy. That is incredibly scummy. You can beat me up however you want, but I will never cooperate with you. Running away with the cell phone in his mouth. Jesus Christ. Like, I don't care that much when it comes to, like, retypesetting things, but this is... Why? Why would you ever put in a TL note like that? I'm not reading the series for your meta commentary. Okay, that's a really cool shot. I like specifically that it's like almost... I think it is like an entire page of Jester MC here. And then he is like physically separated by the panel from his like from the people he's trying to run away from. Like it adds a separation, but like it's all joined up by the sound effects. That's so cool looking. Oh, and he's weaving through the crowd without touching anyone, whereas they can't. Right. There's no way he's going to stay as a team manager now. Oh my gosh, just barely squeezing in there. That's so cool. I also really like that it wasn't what I expected. Like, I assumed that the American football team would, like, step in and protect him. But no, he got out entirely through his own skills, and while also showing off those skills. Like, our scary boy didn't have to do anything, in fact, apart from this. It was mostly just him observing our main character's absurd, like, speed and dexterity. Okay, I guess you can run that far away. Okay, you will not be Kobayakawa Seina. Instead, you will be known as Eyeshield 21. Oh, then you can be both. Okay. I don't understand, like, I get that the Eyeshield's there to, like, hide his identity. And, like I've never read the series before, but I remember something like that coming up at some point. Like, when I heard, like, hey, what's the series about? I knew that the Eyeshield was, like, something that covered this person's secret identity. But, like, are they doing that just to keep him away from the bullies? Well, I mean, that's Eyeshield 21. I don't know if I'm going to continue based on this chapter. Like, in general, I'm not a big fan of sports series. Like, even though I know a lot of people have tried to sell me on them by saying, well, it's not about the sports. Or, by reading the series, it makes you like the sport. And I've read, like, I'm reading Robo X Laser Beam right now. Or Robo Laser Beam. Robot Laser Beam, even. Currently running a weekly show and Jump. And, like, that's kind of 50-50, because I also do genuinely like golf. And I'm trying to think of what else I've read. I used to read, like, the official release of Slam Dunk at one point. Like, not the Viz version, like the Raijin Comics version, like the real old one. I read like a volume or two of that, and that was pretty good. Like, I really did enjoy the fact that I didn't know anything about baseball or basketball, and they went real in depth when it came to explaining, like, hey, this is how basketball works. This is what a dunk is. With Eyeshield, like, I don't know, like, the concept's cool enough, and I like the art, but I'm probably not going to. Anyways, moving right along. Next is Jitsu Wa Watashi Wa, or My Monster Secrets. I actually know nothing about it. I know the title is My Monster Secret in English because I looked this, like, manga up when I was trying to, like, find chapter 1. Also, in general, I like to try and figure out whether a series, like, has a weird chapter 1 or not, or if it has, like, a chapter 0, so I make sure I'm reading the right thing. Like with Zettai Karen Children, that's also going to be a chapter 1, perhaps, except there's, like, a volume 1 that has, like, chapters before chapter 1, and then chapter 1 is in volume 2. I'm not totally sure how that's going to work out. In any case, I don't know what the series is about, to be honest, but in the end, I really do want you to know. Okay, based on Horn Girl here, who I assume is also this girl? The monster thing might be literal then. Chapter 1, Let's Confess. Okay, definitely. Absolutely. With my +1 telepathy for distant glasses, you won't be able to... Wait, what? I've been given the nickname Open Book Asahi. Okay, I instantly understand what the series is going to be about. So that girl is a monster girl. If he finds out, and it's the struggle of trying to hide the secret that she is a monster girl, when he's a guy who does not know how to lie. That's exciting. Sorry, this can't leave the room. Yeah, that's really nice, actually. Like, I really like that we're starting off with, first of all, like, this is a problem, but also he has friends who are telling him that, hey, that's not a bad thing. He's so bad at lying. That's really cool. Yasuhi, in love with this girl. Okay. Like, see, that is a secret that I think would be very easy to keep if you're not good at keeping secrets, because it's not even something that would come up. There are always like rom-coms where, like, due to the nature of the plots, something that should not come up keeps on coming up. But in real life, or like in a less, I don't know, this could become a rom-com, but in a like relatively realistic sense. Like, even if you think that's obvious, oh yeah, I love this person, a lot of time people just aren't going to notice, as long as you don't like interact with that person. Once you interact with them, then yeah, sure, it's gonna get real obvious real fast. But if you don't, then it's very difficult to tell, even if it seems obvious. She came to school completely tanned one time. Okay, that makes sense. She is like, the person who hides everything about herself. Also, based on like the bat imagery and also this tanned thing, I guess she must be a vampire, right? Like that, and also like she doesn't go to outdoor classes, uses formal speech, she comes to school early, she leaves late. Like I assume she comes in before the sun comes up and then she leaves after the sun's gone down. Okay, yeah, so they automatically understand. Like, especially due to this. This would definitely be an obvious moment of like, okay, he was staring at her, you can put 2 and 2 together. Even an open book can be closed. Oh dear. He's a street sign. No, those have backs. He's like a one-sided sign. Okay, so it was never hidden. I was wrong. They knew from the start. He will not let up. The horror of getting rejected before even confessing. Oh god, that's rough. That's incredibly rough. Okay, no more sneak attacks. Kill them before they can kill you. You're not open book Asahi anymore, so go get published before you get leaked online. Hey, I mean, that's not too bad. That's honestly not the worst advice. Like, just go for it. If you're that easy to read, then strike while the iron's hot. Okay, so it seems like she has some interest in him. And I assume, like, because she's so, like, stony-faced, I assume, like, there's also going to be a reveal of, oh, she's actually really emotional. She just doesn't seem like that in class because, she has to hide her secrets. Maybe this isn't really out of the ordinary. To spread my wings in an empty classroom. Okay. So she could still be, like, she could be a vampire. This seems more like demon girl than vampire, but it's also well within the realm of, like, Japanese vampires. With her bright red face and teary eyes. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, that's right, because she also went, like, did ya see? Okay, so she also has a Kansai accent. Whereas usually she sounds really, really, like, hardcore. Oh, that makes a lot of sense, too. Like, she can't retract her fangs, so she just has to speak in a way where you can't see her teeth. I've never thought about it like that, but yeah. I guess when I'm, like, deliberately trying to not show my teeth to someone, which I rarely do, because I don't know, I like my teeth. But on the few instances where I've noticed, like, oh, I should probably not show my teeth right now, it's changed the way I've spoken, because it's always been, like, more deliberate. Because you have to, like, actually control, like, okay, where are my lips right now? So, okay, I can see that. Okay, and she doesn't turn into ash, she just gets a really bad tan. Could it be that Shiragami is extremely dense? Wait, what? The last person? Is this one of those things where it's like, oh, well, if someone knows, then my life is over? No, you have to protect her. You have to protect her smile. Because she wants to protect that single secret, she can't speak in the Kansai dialect. She can't even, like, express herself because, she would reveal that secrets. Oh, it must have been so hard. It really must have been. And also, she seems like a very self-sacrificial person. Like, throughout this entire thing, not only does she clearly not want him to feel bad, and she's, like, genuinely saying thank you, but even here, like, while he's, like, monologuing in his head, she's still, like, trying to make him feel better. Like, she seems like a really cool person. Let's keep the fact that your secret was exposed to secrets. Be my friend. Oh my god. This is great. Also, this is a really cool concept for the series because she does, like, she comes into the school early, she leaves the school late. So, like, even though during school time, like, I assume we're going to have moments where the two of them are alone in, like, in a spare classroom or whatnot. But for a lot of that, they can't really hang out. So it's going to be like them hanging out at school just after hours or before hours. It felt like you were always staring at me, so I thought maybe you noticed that I was a vampire or something. She's so dense. Okay, so he's not going to confess. I wish he would, but I feel like maybe like a few weeks would be okay. Like right now, it's already real shaky. Like the fact that you learned she's a vampire is already pretty intense. Like it makes sense to not immediately also confess your feelings towards her right here and then, but I hope he does it kind of soon. I don't want him to like stay like to lock himself in the friend zone for like volumes upon volumes. But I guess he probably would. Like he does not seem like the type who. See, he's also like he can't keep a secret though. Although, oh my god, I just realized that's why she's so dense. Because like that's the ultimate pairing. It's not just protecting her secrets, but it like, someone who is in constant pain because she has to protect her secret, and then someone who cannot keep a secret, who is desperately trying to keep one. It's also someone who is absurdly dense and someone who cannot like lie. So even if he puts up like, the mildest pretense of lying, she'll believe it. Oh my gosh. Oh dear. Okay. We've got our scum girl. We've got the scum girl. Okay, so that is Jitsu Wa Watashi Wa, Chapter 1. Also, probably not going to continue reading it. I don't know. Like, I enjoy rom-coms, but something about this one makes me feel like it's gonna, like, drag on with a premise I don't really like that much. I like their character dynamic so far, and I think that she is pretty cute. But something about it rubs me the wrong way. Which, I don't know. Like, there's no reason to assume that. Like, for all I know, in a few chapters, they will, like, they will have the confession scene, but I just feel like they absolutely won't. And that's worrying. I might read some more privately, because I will say this was a very, like, it's a compelling idea for a series. I'm really excited to see, like, how, like, it plays out chapter by chapter. But, yeah, I guess I'll leave it there for now. Alright, so time for our final thing. Alright, this is Chapter 1 of Vulgar Bingo. Hey you, quit staring at your phone while you read. Yeah, you, the guy who just bought the mug with the lame joke on it at the village. Minecraft can wait, you're about to read some fucking awesome manga. Okay. So we're starting off real hardcore. Mom, Dad, I'm sorry, I'm a superhero. What? What is even happening on this page? Like, what is this page? Like, whatever it is, it looks real organic. It looks like a giant monster, I think. Like, this seems to be some sort of, like, gas coming out of it. Maybe I'll have more context later on. But so far, I'm real lost. It's the kind of manga I remember wanting to read back when I was a kid. Is this the mangaka? I will say, this is, like, these are all things I didn't do, but they're very, very relatable. They feel very, like, childhood-esque. What would happen if you gave a teenage kid something dangerous, like a knife, a nuke, or a Twitter account? Sure hope there aren't any parents retarded enough to give one of those to their own kids. Where are we going with this? You see? Kids are just waiting for the grown-ups to tell them, just do it already. All right, so is this connected to this actor? Because that little wispy thing reminded me of like whatever this is, like shooting wisps of smoke out. But anyway, so we've got this kid looking for like the other arm for his megalith doll. And hey, listen, let's metamorphose. Hey, you try finding some cheery tune that's in the public domain, or why not just use one of those dank memes that are all the rage these days? What in the world? What in the world? So we've got a bunch of coin-op lockers and what looks to be some sort of like alien / potential demon, maybe? You used to have to go through all sorts of trouble to find candidates, but now there's an app for that. Dear God, that is really off the charts. First, take care of the clothes and cause them to change. Sorry for scaring you. Sorry for scaring you. Now take off your clothes. Oh no, this is not an okay situation. This feels like, because of how casual this feels very like Madoka-esque almost. Okay. Got hit in the face with some sulfuric acid a bunch of times. Even got caught up in a nitroglycerin explosion once. What in the world? Huh. So it seems like superheroes are a thing that really exist in this world. Like, I assumed it was going to be one of those series where the world is very, like, modern day realistic, but then, like, there's one really strange thing that happens. Okay. So again, like, monsters like this exists, which is, this is kind of like, it's not the same as what our main character's turning into, but it's got sort of a similar design sense with, like, the raised bumps here and everything. Like, the almost divine-like parts of the skin. Is Megalith crying? Yeah, the tears of victory. Wait, what? Okay, so this guy was visible with the, yeah, like in these panels. Okay. So that happened. It seems to be a legit wound. Let's Graham this way. Oh, okay, so those two are like, they are not the mangaka as I assumed. They are two other supervillains, along with the third guy. Ah, pure white costume. That is super cool. He likes marshmallows. Also, this isn't cut off. Like, it's cut off, but it's not like the page itself is cut off. It's just like that. Okay. So are they trying to maybe revive their, like, third comrade? Like this guy? Like, if he's been severely hurt, then maybe he, like, maybe, like this is all a scam, and they're trying to, like, implant his vines in this kid. Also, I've always liked the idea of a pure white costume. I think the series that sold me on it was, okay, it's not, they don't even have pure white costumes, but Samurai Sentai Shinkenger has an upgrade, which is just like a white coat over the normal suits. And it comes from like this myth that, you know, the most skilled samurai would wear like pure whites because they could kill without letting it, you know, a trace of blood or like a bit of dust ever get onto it. And I've always thought that was insanely cool as an idea. Like, it's a power-up that is also, like, an obligation. If you fail it, then, like, it's evident that, okay, you're not worthy of it. The fact that it is pure white proves that you are that good. It's like the opposite of that old story about how black belts are supposed to just get dirty from age. In my right hand, freedom. In my left hand, unwavering spirit. I am the preserver of the world's balance. My pure white justice will obliterate evil. This is also very much a kid thing to do. Megalith Needle, what in the hell are you doing? Did you just flying kick that girl? Megalith does it, that makes it okay. Yeah, it seems like this kid's been learning the wrong lessons from hero shows. You know, this isn't wrong. Like, because he's the main character, I immediately wanted to try and, like, agree with his viewpoint, but they're not wrong. Like, the idea of a superhero society is, like, it's problematic if you assume that fighting with violence is always the correct solution. Like, that's why with Marvel and DC, for instance, a lot of series or a lot of just like overarching arcs are not ones where it's like, okay, violence is the one answer. It's usually like, here is just like a political thing that we have to deal with, and then at some point we're going to need to use violence in order to, you know, to push ahead at the very end, or like, you know, at the very end, you know, you end up with the villains who cannot be reasoned with, and then you just have to punch them in the face. But in a sustainable world full of heroes, the vast majority of conflicts shouldn't be resolved with violence. or not with like excessive force, even though excessive force looks super, super cool. Also, this is a fantastic statement. You think you can win just by being right. Okay, and that's where he left the megalith doll, or the megalith arm. We now return to 20 pages ago. Oh, geez. Okay. Again, in a sneak attack, will it be... He hasn't seen his body's change at all, right? Oh boy. Oh boy, he's doing it! Megalith Needle! This is a fantastic 2-page spread. I really like it. It looks so good. Like, the very simple screen tone here really, like, it lends itself to the super detailed flames and the super detailed, like, MC body. That is so good looking. Although, like, that kick to the head, I assume this is going to actually destroy his head, right? Oh, that is so brutal. Doing good deeds feels awesome. Right, that's like, yeah, kicking someone's head off is murder. This is correct. And making sure no one stays bored is your duty. Huh. That's a very interesting way to take it, like, especially with all the, like, fourth wall breaky moments earlier on in the chapter. Like, are they doing this because it's entertaining? Or because it will entertain, like, some perceived viewers? Put on some clothes. It seems your father's nearby, so I'll be off now. Just open up the door in your head. I'll come back whenever you need. Oh, that's so cool. That was really cute. Like, that was incredibly cute. Also, our main character's just design is so adorable. I really like it. Like, it contrasts so very well with his monster/hero form. Oh, Megalith has retired. Also, magical girls do exist in this world. That's interesting. Like, I really like that concept. Like, it's not just a world of superheroes. It seems to be just a world of general heroes, like, overall. Like, also, just the idea of a magical girl and her fairy getting really old and eventually the fairy dying is, oh, that's so weird to think of. Like, I've seen magical girl series where the fairy dies, but it's usually, like, very abstract, or it's like, you know, them puffing into smoke and then maybe being revived later. The idea of one growing super old and, like, dying of natural causes, yeah, it's so weird. Not bad, just so bizarre. It was that I felt the awakening of a hero of this new age. That was the first step on my journey to being a superhero. Okay, this is really interesting. This is absolutely interesting. As our terrifying creature here said, this was some fucking awesome manga. Alright, I'm picking up Vulgar Bingo. That's it. That is absolutely happening. Like, my gosh, that is how you write a first chapter. I don't know. It excites me a lot. It fills the hole in my heart that's been there since Zetman ended. Or since I finished reading Zetman, I mean. And it also, like, it touches on the current, like, zeitgeist of... Oh, this is so weird to say. It touches on the zeitgeist of, like, you know, dark magical girl shows. Which, I mean, a lot of, like, traditional magical girl shows are pretty dark. Like, even stuff like Nanoha, for instance. Real dark, but, like, after Madoka happens, there was this, like, sudden urge of, like, hey, guys, let's do real dark magical girl shows. Like, wouldn't it be cool to have a bunch of, like, you know, series like Magical Girl Raising Project, or not Magical Girl Ray. That's not a dark series. What's the one currently airing right now? Magical Girl Sights. That one's real fucking dark from what I've seen. Or I've seen episode 1. That is unbelievably dark. This is kind of like that. Like, a lot of this felt like the vibes of a dark magical girl series, but put in the mold of a superhero character, and specifically, like, almost a Rider-esque sort of character. One who is a monster but wants to fight monsters. Yeah, this is absolutely 100% up my alley, so look forward to new reactions for Vulgar Bingo. Bye for now. Yeah.